Hey everyone, Steven with Cornerstone Auto Pros in Krum, serving the North Dallas-Fort Worth area, Denton County, Sanger. This car was hit in the Sanger hailstorm in September 2025. Wanted to make this video to show you just one of the something that's unfortunate about our industry. And something that you need to be really careful to avoid when choosing an auto hail repair or auto dent repair shop. And so originally my interest to make this video had to do with fixing this dent here. This isn't a hail dent, it's just a dent that's on the body line, kind of a dorting, so to speak. And I was wondering, with the dent located right here and my access hole back here, just how that would work to get to that spot. And it's not too radical of an access problem from here, from what I can tell. I haven't even tried to access it yet, but there is a little bit of a problem because just drawing a straight line, this fuel door and the fuel pocket behind there is in the way. And so I was originally thinking that, well, how did they get to this dent? Because it didn't seem to me like they got to it back there. So originally I was thinking, well, maybe they drilled a hole underneath here to get to it, which is common, not not orthodox or considered a good way to access or repair, but common. And so I was just wondering where, how did they get to this? Because that kind of work, which I'm going to show you under the light right now, is not consistent with somebody who's going to take the time to take apart parts of the car to access the dent. So I want to show you here. I've got some of my finger smudges on there, but you can see all these little kind of push marks here. You can see just a bunched up mess right here. And this is something that is not uncommon to see. This car was probably repaired at a used car lot outside, no light, by a technician who's not getting paid a lot just to make the cars look better. A lot of times it can be an inexperienced person who's learning, this is just what they can do, and unfortunately someone's going to pay for it and reward that kind of work. And it's not that this is the worst work that I've seen. It's clear that whoever did it was rushing through it, didn't want to spend a lot of time. But the thing is that you don't have to take a lot of time to make something look better like this. And you actually can get kind of not a fully repaired, but not a hacked up, bad bunched up mess like that on some of these things. And so the way that they access this dent, though, because I was interested in how did they access this, because I want to access that dent easily. And what they did is they drilled a hole right here, right in the door jamb. And so this does not come from the factory like this. The person who spent a few minutes just trying to wad this thing up, they spent probably 6 seconds, drilled this hole there, had a tool through, and worked it out a little bit, and then they put a plug here. I already pulled the plug out, and they were on their way. And so I wanted to show you, if you're considering dent repair, and especially considering hail repair, this is something you have to worry about. People in this industry will drill holes all over your car. I've seen them drilled even up here in these areas to access these rails. I've seen it all over cars. I've seen 20 holes drilled under a hood before, when it was totally unnecessary. And this is something that is common and a problem in this industry that makes people think that this is a scam, that Paintless Dent Repair doesn't work. And it's simply not true that Paintless Dent Repair does not work. But what is true is that there are a lot of people who are going to do sloppy, impatient work on your car. And so the purpose of this video is to is not to say that, oh, I do perfect repairs and other shops don't. There are wonderful shops in this area with just great skilled technicians doing great work, and they're doing it the right way. But unfortunately, there are also a lot of companies that are drilling holes in your car, and they're doing work that looks like this. It takes very little skill to get it to look like this. And when we pull the light off of it, so there it is, more kind of straight on in the light, but when we look at the reflection out of the light, it actually doesn't look too bad. And so, but this is stuff that somebody paid for, and the work is not very good. And just so you know, it's harder for us to fix what has been attempted to fix than it is to fix it from the very beginning. And so this is a mess. And there's some of you out there who are choosing to use companies, I think unwillfully, who are leaving behind a lot of work that looks like that. And it's harder to repair that unfinished work that was rushed and not respecting the metal and the process than it is to fix the dents before they're even touched. And so this isn't helpful. It didn't really actually help this car. You know, they drilled a hole right there, and there's other holes around the car too. On the other side, they drilled this hole. It's all over this poor work. And so I wanted to make this video to show what you have to look out for, what you have to pretty much get a guarantee that the shops aren't doing this kind of thing. If you have the courage, if you're bold enough, if you're serious about your hail repair and your dent repair, I would even recommend asking the shop to show you current projects that they're working on, how they're accessing the dents, and even look inside these door jambs on the quarter panel side, even into the door. It's very common to find holes drilled in these parts of the door. This here is a factory plug for the door handle. But if you have the courage, I would ask for the shops to prove it in some way to you if this is a concern of yours. Again, I have a lot of compassion for people learning, you know, but the right way to learn is to do it the right way. And so I'm bringing you over here to the inside edge of the fender just to show you no holes. That's why I took all the time to take this car apart. A lot of times technicians will drill holes right in here to get to the hail dents that are on top of these fenders. They'll drill multiple holes under the bottom side of a hood, and it doesn't have to be that way. There's a lot of great tools, and with good experience, we can access these dents without drilling. And so a little bit of a long-winded video, I think, over a topic that I think is just not, well, maybe it's not long-winded for what it is, but this is just something that we don't talk about a lot in this industry. And the truth is that it's happening, and it doesn't have to be happening. And so again, this is Steven with Cornerstone Auto Pros. If you have concerns about how accessible the dents are to repair on your vehicle, we'd love to take a look at your car. You can contact us through our multiple means of communication in the description. Thanks.